Day 4 of Abide today, guys. Good Thursday morning as we are almost wrapping up our Abide series. Today we're going to look at John 15 once again, where Jesus constantly reminds us to abide in Him, to remain focused on Him, to build our lives on Him. And today I want to talk about spiritual growth, to abide in Jesus continuously, to remain in His presence, to long to have a relationship with Him, to fellowship with Him daily, to be in His Word, to read what He taught. We start to have spiritual growth in our life. And yesterday we talked about bearing fruit. And if you look at any tree that bears fruit, it continues to grow because it's attached to the life source. Those roots grow deep, they're watered, they're nourished, and they continue to grow, and that tree continues to bear fruit. So what does that tell you? We have to remain connected to the life source of Jesus. He chose me, He chose you for a purpose, for a reason. And as we go to John 15:16, it says this: "You did not choose me," Jesus is saying, "but I chose you." How beautiful is that? "And appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit, fruit that will last, and so that whatever you ask in my name, the Father will give you." Isn't it amazing to think that Jesus chose you? Where you were in the midst of your life, broken and beaten, whatever your situation was, whatever your salvation story was, however you gave your life to Jesus, everybody's story and everybody's testimony is different. But Jesus still chose you, like the prodigal son and the father that waited on the hill when he saw his long lost son coming home, who had went and squandered all his money, lived a party life, was basically eating and sleeping with the pigs. And he ran to his son and embraced him with his arms, a hug. Jesus did the same for us on that cross, showing us how much He loved us when He embraced us with a hug and kissed us with that kiss. And He said, "I chose you to grow." So what is spiritual growth? I'm going to look at Colossians 2, verses 6 and 7. It says this: "So then, just as you receive Christ Jesus as Lord, continue to live your lives in Him, rooted and built up in Him, strengthened in the faith as you were taught, and overflowing with thankfulness." We have to continue to keep ourselves attached to the source, the root. And it's then that we start to have a deeper understanding of a relationship with Jesus and what it means to abide, what it means to remain, what it means to focus our life and our everyday situations on Him. And in that, we start to grow. You know, Psalm 1 says that tree planted by the living water gets its source. It never withers, it never dries, it doesn't worry about the heat, because when the heat comes, it has that source because it's by the water. Jesus taught the woman at the well, "I am the living water, you will never thirst again." He was telling her, abide in me, connect yourself to me, and I'll give you a deeper understanding, and you'll continue to grow. So today, let us focus on that. Let us keep connected to the source. Let's not be like those branches that fell from the vine and withered, but let's be the branches that stay connected to the vine, that were fed and will continue to grow. God bless. See you tomorrow for day 5.